and welcome or welcome back to Andromeda Skies Tarot. I have another pick a card reading for you today. This is an energy check-in to tap into the energy surrounding your connection to see what's really going on. We'll also be receiving messages from your person to see what they're currently thinking and feeling. I have 3 cards here for you to choose from. Card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. Go ahead and focus on these cards for a few moments and choose the one that you are most drawn to. When you're ready, you'll be able to find the timestamp for your reading down below in the description. I'll go ahead and give you a moment. If you need a little bit more time, go ahead and pause the video. We're going to get started. Alright, group number 1, this is going to be your reading. And we have the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. Now, the 8 of Pentacles is all about hard work and focus and a desire to repair something. So with the card being in the reverse position, it can represent someone who feels like something happened here that just can't be fixed, or is going to take a lot of hard work and effort to fix it. Okay. It can also represent someone who may feel like there's a lot going on in their life and they feel a little bit scattered, like their energy is being pulled in different directions. It can represent someone who maybe feels unfulfilled in their current job. Maybe that they're further behind in life than they would like to be. They may be even like thinking about changing jobs, or you know, wanting to find something that is more financially rewarding. There could be financial insecurity with this card being in the reverse position. For some of you, work could be getting in the way in some way, shape, or form. Some of you may even work with this person. They could feel that that's getting in the way in some way. Okay. Please clarify this reading for group number 1. What is the person currently thinking and feeling? What is going on in this situation? What does group number 1 need to know? Okay, so we have the Sun in the reverse. We have Justice. We have Judgment in the reverse. The King of Cups. The Queen of Cups. So we have counterparts here. We have the 9 of Swords. We have the 7 of Wands in the reverse. The Knight of Pentacles. The World in the reverse. This goes really well with this energy of someone feeling unfulfilled in their current job, or feeling like they're not making enough money, feeling like their goals are still out of reach, unfinished. And then we have the Fool, a new beginning, going on a new adventure. Okay, so the Sun being in the reverse, this can represent someone who is feeling less optimistic about the future. There could be doubt here, kind of shrouding over this connection. But the Sun, even in the reverse, is the best card to get out of the entire deck. This is positive outcomes coming your way. In the reverse, it can represent some kind of delay, so something that's coming up, you know, a little bit further out in the future, not tomorrow or the next day, but a positive outcome nonetheless. So I feel like whatever you do in this situation, group number 1, follow your heart, because it's going to lead you in the right direction, one that leads to happiness. Okay, we have Justice, and Justice is all about fairness. Okay, so this can represent your person wanting to make things right with you. This card can represent a decision being made in your favor. So this can represent your person feeling like they need to choose you, or that they want to choose you. For some of you, this can represent some kind of choice that needs to be made. I'm feeling that there could be a little bit of hesitation, because I'm seeing someone who's very stressed and worried about the future. So it could be making them drag their feet a little bit. All right, I'm seeing this person losing sleep over this connection. They may be dreaming a lot about you, thinking a lot about you, especially at night. we have the King of Cups in the challenge position. Okay, and I'm seeing with the Queen of Cups here facing the King, I'm seeing that the Queen really wants to give her loving energy to the King. Now, either you or your person could be represented by the King or Queen of Cups. All right, so take this energy how it resonates for you. With the King being in the challenge position, I'm seeing that there could be doubt from one person to the other, whether the other person reciprocates their feelings, okay? For some of you, you might not have fully discussed your feelings with each other. There could be big question marks whether or not, you know, you even feel the same. If you haven't even talked to one another, some of you might not really have a history with this person. And for those of you who do have a history, you could feel like maybe the other person moved on already, or your person could feel like you moved on already and that you're detached. Okay, there's a lot of doubt and uncertainty surrounding feelings, the way the other person feels. All right, with Judgment being in the reverse position, this card is all about heeding the call, listening to our angels. This card can represent receiving signs and synchronicities that are trying to lead us in a certain direction. With the card being in the reverse position, it can represent someone who is kind of ignoring this call, or they're not you know, paying attention to the signs that they're seeing, or they're trying to brush them away. It can represent someone who may even be troubled by the messages that they're receiving. It could even scare them a little bit. Okay. For those of you who haven't experienced a spiritual awakening yet, it can sometimes be very scary, the things that you start to see and notice. And I feel that for some of you, either you or your person is going through a spiritual awakening at this time. Okay. And they're kind of pushing this energy away because it is a little bit unnerving. Okay, now judgment can also sometimes represent fear of the judgment of other people. There could be people around you and your person where your person may have been very concerned about what other people think regarding your situation. With the card being in the reverse position, it can represent, you know, kind of deciding to ignore what these other people are thinking or what they say. Okay, it's like, screw them, why, they don't matter anyway, that kind of energy. All right, we have the Seven of Wands in the reverse position, and the Seven of Wands is an energy of someone who has their defenses up. This can represent someone who has been pushing the other person away. With the card being in the reverse position, I'm seeing someone finally lowering their walls, okay, and opening up to the other person. So if your person has been pushing you away, I'm seeing that there's a lot of fear and uncertainty here, and that could be why they've been pushing you away. I'm seeing that this guard is going to come down very soon. But I'm seeing that this person is wanting to move very, very slowly. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is actually very positive energy, as although it takes a lot of time and this person moves slowly, this is someone who's wanting to come in with a solid offer of commitment. Okay, this is someone who wants to build with you. This is someone who's looking for something permanent. With the World being in the reverse position, like I said, it can represent someone who's currently feeling unfulfilled in life, feeling like they have unaccomplished goals that they are still working on. But this card can represent unfinished business, okay? A story that has not been completed yet. So for many of you, for those of you who have history with this person, this can represent your person feeling that the story between the two of you is not over yet. If you felt like your person has been distant, or if you have been maybe pushing your person away, this can represent your person feeling like, nah, it's not over yet. And then we have the Fool. Now, the Fool is all about taking a leap of faith, following our heart, trusting in the universe that everything's going to be okay. This card represents taking a risk, okay, and taking a leap of faith. So for some of you, there could be aspects of this connection that feel a little bit scary or risky. And this involves taking a leap of faith and trusting that everything's going to turn out okay. And I see that your person, with this card being in the outcome position, that this is something that they want to do with you. And I'm seeing that they hope that you feel the same. I'm going to further clarify this reading with my own love oracle, my Andromeda Sky Silent Heart Love Oracle. If you would like one of these for yourself, you can find it in my Etsy store, and I'll have that link down below in the description. Okay, we have Twin Flame Journey. Now, the spiritual awakening energy that I was getting here really makes sense with this card coming out, because many people experience a spiritual awakening when they meet their twin. Okay, then you start really seeing the signs and synchronicity. Then you really start having crazy dreams about the other person. You can't stop thinking about them. They're in your head all the time, no matter how hard you try to stop. that is a clear signifier of a twin flame connection. So for some of you, this can represent your person kind of waking up to that, maybe even researching twin flames. And then we have, I wish you were here with me. So there's longing. The other person longing for you, wanting to have this connection, but feeling like something's getting in the way. And then we have, I can't stand the thought of you with someone else. Fear of you moving on. Okay, and I feel like this might be mutual, where both of you don't want to see the other person with someone else. And then we have, there is someone keeping me from you. Now, for some of you, this could represent maybe one person already being in a connection, and that's kind of a little complicated, and that could feel be why we feel like things are a little bit risky, and why there's a choice that needs to be made. But this can also represent feeling like there's another person getting in the way that is of a platonic nature, or maybe even a situation. Like with the Eight of Pentacles, for some of you, this could be a workplace romance, and someone could feel like the job in general is getting in the way. So take that how that resonates for your situation. And then we have, I'm ashamed of how I treated you. Okay, so your person feeling that maybe they treated you badly, they weren't as nice to you as they should have. For some of you, I'm feeling like this person feels like maybe they gave you a bad first impression. Okay, that is, I don't normally get that energy from this card, but I'm getting that with this one right now. I'm going to further clarify this reading with my original Love Oracle, and you can also find this in my Etsy store. I wish I could take it back. Yeah, there's some regret here. Something that this person did that they are feeling very remorseful about. Okay. And we have, can we start over? So that energy is coming through pretty strongly. Okay, wanting to go back in time and let's have a do-over. And then we have, this is the end. Okay, so this can represent your person maybe feeling that you're moving on. All right, we do have that energy where there's doubt of whether or not the other person still feels the same or is even reciprocating the energy. Yeah, and with the sun, like I mentioned, the sun in the reverse can sometimes represent feeling doubtful, and we've kind of lost that sense of optimism. All right, and I feel like that's how your person is feeling right now. And then we have, I am so sorry. Okay, wow, the remorse is coming through very strongly. For some of you, I feel like your person didn't kind of realize how important you were to them until some time passed and they've had this awakening. All right, and the sudden realization just who you are to them, how important you are, and there's a lot of regret. Okay, but I'm seeing this person wants a do-over. And I'm seeing walls coming down. So that maybe this is your walls coming down. Maybe you put walls up to push this person away. Or this can represent your person maybe out of fear, putting walls up. And I'm seeing these walls coming down. And, you know, one person opening up to the other. Okay, so I am seeing an offer being made. Someone wanting to come forward with, you know, a promise of security, something that's lasting. It's going to move very slowly. They want to move slowly. But I'm seeing this person wanting to build with you. Alright, group number 1, these are all of the energies that I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe. Consider leaving me a comment down below. I do appreciate that. And I will see you next time. Alright, group number 2, this is going to be your reading. And we have the Prince of Swords in the reverse. This is the Knight of Swords. This card represents someone who is rushing in to fight for something that they want, that they believe in, oftentimes rushing in with communication. With the card being in the reverse position, it can represent someone who's retreating, they're running away. So this is runner's energy right here with the card being in the reverse. So something's got your person spooked a bit. and they're retreating. Please clarify this reading for group number 2. What is a person currently thinking and feeling? What is going on in their situation? What does group number 2 need to know? Okay, so we have the Six of Swords in the reverse. Look, we have the Knight of Swords coming out again. The Six of Wands in the reverse. We have the Ace of Wands crossing the reading, the Page of Wands in the reverse. We have Justice. We have the Three of Swords in the reverse, the King of Cups in the reverse, the Nine of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So, for many of you, you may be in separation with your person right now, or your person may be very distant with this Knight of Swords being in the reverse position. But with the Six of Swords being in the reverse, I'm seeing your person is having a very difficult time releasing you. This card represents someone who is moving on, letting go, moving into calmer waters. With it being in the reverse position, it can represent someone who feels bound to you. This can represent them wanting to come back into your life, an energy of return with this card being in the reverse. With it being in the upright, it can represent someone who's going in a different direction or trying to move away from toxicity or, just low vibe energy in general. With it being in the reverse, however, I'm seeing someone who doesn't want to move on or can't move on. We have the Knight of Swords again coming through, so this can represent your person wanting to rush in with communication. With them being both in the reverse and the upright coming out in your reading, there could be some your person could be conflicted or confused, not really knowing what they want. And so I'm seeing for some of you, there could be some push-pull going on here, indecisiveness when it comes to your person. They can come in and then dash out again. All right. So, but I am seeing this person, they're very much wanting to communicate with you about something. I'm seeing them wanting to act on their impulses, but they're holding back with the Ace of Wands being in the challenge position. This card is all about taking action, and it's also an energy of passion. So it's letting me know that your person is very much attracted to you. They desire you physically, especially. And this is your person wanting to act on their impulses, wanting to come towards you. But with it being in the challenge position, I am seeing this person holding themselves back, trying to control themselves. Okay, we have the Six of Wands in the reverse, and this card is all about social recognition. This is being praised for a job well done, being recognized by your peers. With the card being in the reverse position, it can represent someone who may right now feel like a bit of a failure, feeling like they didn't accomplish a goal that they were shooting for, and it can represent someone who feels maybe unnoticed or unappreciated. This can represent your person maybe feeling a little bit ignored by you. Okay, for some of you, this can represent your person maybe perhaps trying to get your attention but failing, feeling that maybe they couldn't live up to your expectations in some way, feeling like maybe they're not good enough for you, feeling like they don't deserve your praise, or they haven't earned your praise, and that you're not really impressed by them. That's the feeling that they have here with this card being in the reverse. So your person may have tried to kind of peacock around you, tried to get your attention, but felt unnoticed. Okay, for some of you, your person may have tried to reach out to you, but maybe you didn't respond. We have the Page of Wands in the reverse, and the Page of Wands is a messenger. So this can represent someone coming forward with some lighthearted news, oftentimes good news, but it's an overall friendly, sometimes even a bit flirtatious energy. With it being in the reverse, it can represent someone withholding some kind of message that they want to share with you, especially something that they may be really excited to share with you. Oftentimes some kind of good news, so something happy happening in this person's life, or funny, or something that they would like to share with you, but they feel like they can't for some reason. It could be because there's blocks in communication. The two of you aren't really speaking to each other. Maybe they feel it's inappropriate to reach out to you, or it could just be this person trying to hold their ground and not give in to these impulses that they have where they want to reach out to you. Okay, we have justice, and justice is all about fairness. This can represent making some kind of decision as well. I'm seeing that your person is wanting to do right by you. If something happened here in this connection that, things went wrong, this can represent your person wanting to come forward with fairness, and, resolve some kind of conflict and do right by you overall. This is Libra's energy coming through. We also have some water energy with the King of Cups. Now, the Three of Swords is an energy of heartache, emotional wounding. With the card being in the reverse position, I'm seeing that this person is aiming to heal some kind of heartache that happened between the two of you. If they feel like they've broken your heart, this can represent your person wanting to come in with an apology. Occasionally, this card can represent a third-party interference. With it being in the reverse, it can represent the removal of a third party. Now, the King of Cups is someone who is very emotional. They're very sensitive, soft and squishy on the inside. With it being in the reverse position, it can represent someone who may be concealing their emotions from you, trying to pretend that maybe they're doing just fine and dandy when they're really not. The King of Cups in the reverse can represent someone who is currently feeling really down, okay, maybe feeling rather depressed, struggling emotionally at this time, but I feel like your person is really trying to hide that from you. We have the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Cups is an energy of feeling content and happy. So I feel like your person is having this exterior here that they're doing just fine and dandy, but on the inside, this person is heartbroken, okay? The Nine of Cups can represent someone who's also wishing for something. This can represent wish fulfillment, and we have this in the hopes and fears. And in our outcome position, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and this is a brand new beginning, a new opportunity. So I'm seeing that your person is very hopeful and wishing for a new opportunity, a fresh start with you. Okay, this card can sometimes also represent a proposal of some kind. So I'm seeing that your person may be thinking about the long term when it comes to you. I'm going to further clarify this reading with my own love oracle, my Andromeda Sky Silent Heart love oracle. If you would like one of these for yourself, you can find it in my Etsy store, and I'll have that link down below in the description. Okay, let's see here. We have mental health, yeah. So I was definitely getting that energy here with the King of Cups being in the reverse, representing your person being in a low vibrational state right now, feeling rather down and depressed. Feel like your person is really missing you even if they're not showing it. Okay, we have I am faced with constant reminders of you. So your person thinking about you quite a bit, and it seems like everywhere they look there's something there that makes them think of you. And then we have, you are the first person to make me feel this way. And I just heard vulnerable. Okay, your person feels vulnerable around you. I feel like they have really big feelings when it comes to you, and it makes them feel a bit uneasy. And they've never really been with someone who made them feel like that before. Like this person might even be a little bit scared of you because they feel like you have such power over them to make them feel this way. And then we have, I have unwittingly sabotaged our connection. Okay, and I feel like these big feelings that your person has have made them, act out in ways that are maybe, not the best for your connection. Especially a very strong energy that I'm getting here is push-pull. Like your person tries to pull you in, they get spooked, and then they push you away. Okay, so I'm seeing like this back and forth energy with you and your person. And for some of you, I feel like it's making things very, very confusing because you feel like you don't really know what this person wants. And I feel like your person is also feeling that way, that they don't really know what they want because they want you, but then they get really scared when you're around them because they feel so intensely about you. I'm going to further clarify this reading with my original love oracle, and you can also find this in my Etsy store. We have secrets and deception. Okay, so keeping their feelings hidden from you is a big energy that I'm getting here. There could have been some mistruths in the beginning of your connection. Maybe not being fully transparent and honest with one another. And then so now we have trust issues that are an issue in this connection as well. I feel that for some of you, aspects of your connection may also be very private, and your person may feel like they have to be deceptive when it comes to your connection. So take that how that resonates for your situation. And then we have, you are the love of my life. So like I was telling you, this person, they feel incredibly vulnerable when it comes to you because they have these very big, intense feelings, and they haven't felt that way about someone before. So it's freaking them out a little bit. It's making them very scared because this person feels like you have so much power to hurt them. Okay, like if you were to reject this person, it would shatter their heart into a million pieces. So I feel that for a lot of you, your person may be the one to reject you because they don't want it to be the other way around. Or may feel, at least right now, that your person is kind of pushing you away or rejecting you. And it's because, you know, if it was the other way around, it would shatter them to pieces. All right, and we have, there's a third party. So for those of you who resonate with that energy of a possible third party coming between the two of you, with this card being in the reverse, it can represent the removal of that third party. This energy doesn't have to be of an intimate nature. It can just represent that there are other people around or a specific person that is meddling in your connection in some way or making things very difficult. And then we have twin flame. All right, so the intensity that I'm getting here coming through this in this reading is now making a lot of sense with this twin flame energy coming out. Now, something that's very common in twin flame connections is this push-pull energy. There's periods of separation that is very common for twin flames. And so for some of you, you may be going through a period of separation with your person, and that's destined because this connection can be very triggering. The two of you tend to separate and go on your own little personal growth period before you come back into union. And it's different for everyone how much time you spend away from each other, but it isn't uncommon for there to be years that you spend separated from your person. But yeah, intense emotions are coming through in this reading. I feel that for many of you, you're feeling this too, where this intensity, feeling very conflicted, because it feels that sometimes when you get close to your person, it can sometimes be a bit painful. And so we're having, I'm seeing an image of magnets. You know, when you flip them, you feel like this energy where it's kind of pushing the two magnets away. And then when you flip them the other way, you come together. It's like you keep flipping the magnet. So you come together and you feel close, and then something happens and it triggers the two of you, and it's like you flip over and then it repels the two of you away from each other. That's the energy that I'm getting here. But yeah, I do see that your person is wanting to talk to you about something. I'm seeing a message coming through. There's something that your person wants to share with you. Ultimately, I do see this person rushing back in because they want this connection. I feel that very strongly, that this person wants this connection with you. They want to offer you something solid. I feel like mental health is a big issue right now. So your person might need some time alone to work on their mental health, to heal before they come back in. But I'm seeing that when this person goes through a little bit of a healing state, a healing period, that they will come back in. And I'm seeing that they may want to initially start off as friends with you, because the Page of Wands can be a very friendly energy. So I'm seeing that they may want to start off small with you and try to rebuild the connection, so to win back your trust, because I'm feeling that trust could be an issue here too, because we have this energy of your person wanting to come forward with fairness and to make things right. But I'm seeing right now your person is trying to practice self-control. I don't have any cards here that can represent substance abuse, but I'm feeling that energy where someone might be coping with substances to, you know, help with their emotional state. Okay, I feel like your person may be really struggling emotionally and they are trying to drown it. Alcohol is something that I'm seeing for many of you. Not necessarily as an addiction, but just to cope is what I'm feeling. Okay. All right, group number 2, these are all of the energies that I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe. Consider leaving me a comment down below. I do appreciate that, and I will see you next time. All right, group number 3, this is going to be your reading. And we have the Ace of Swords. Now, the Ace of Swords is brand new ideas. This is clarity, understanding, new communication, most importantly. I'm seeing someone who's wanting to be open and honest about the way that they've been thinking and feeling about this connection and wanting to open up communication with you. Okay, so there's clarity coming to your situation. If you've been feeling really confused about what's going on between you and your partner, I'm seeing new information coming in that really clears everything up for you, okay? Please clarify this reading for group number 3. What is the person currently thinking and feeling? What is going on in this situation? What does group number 3 need to know? Okay, so we have the Six of Swords in the reverse. We have the World in the reverse. We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. The Nine of Swords. The Page of Wands. We have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Wands in the reverse. Death in the reverse, 5 of Swords, and the 10 of Swords. Okay. I'm seeing someone who is wanting to communicate about some kind of act of betrayal or a painful ending that has taken place between the two of you, or both. Okay, this energy here can represent an ending that has taken place that was excruciatingly painful. Okay, I feel on both sides. Okay, I feel like your person may be very much missing you right now. They feel like everything went wrong. They could be greatly regretting something that they did, where they feel like they stabbed you in the back. All right, and I'm seeing this person wanting to communicate about this. Right, that's very important. We have the Six of Swords in the reverse position, and the Six of Swords is an energy of someone who is moving on from difficult times into calmer waters. We're moving away from negative energy into a more harmonious future. With the card being in the reverse position, it can represent someone who can't let go, someone who can't move on. All right, and I'm seeing someone who's wanting to come back around. They're wanting to hash things out with you because they feel like you're important. They feel like they need you in your life. You're something that they don't want to move away from. Okay, we have the World in the reverse position, and the World is all about a story coming to completion. With it being in the reverse, it can represent someone who feels like the story between the two of you isn't over yet, that there is a lot left unsaid, a lot left undone. This card can also represent our goals, dreams, and ambitions, things that we want to accomplish in life. With the card being in the reverse, it can represent you or your person feeling that we're not completely fulfilled in life right now. There's still a lot that we want to accomplish. I feel that your person may have some lofty goals for the future, and I feel that you are part of those goals. Okay, your person wanting to fulfill some kind of dream that they have in their head, a life that they want, and that you're part of that. Okay, you're part of that equation. We have the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords is all about stress, worry, anxiety. This is sleepless nights, your person really having a hard time getting to sleep at night, really struggling, and I feel that a lot of that is their mind is racing. They're thinking about things obsessively. I'm thinking about you, especially at night. Okay. We have this Knight of Cups energy in the reverse position, and the Knight of Cups is someone who is on a mission to find their soulmate, the love of their life. With it being in the reverse, it can represent someone who is either apprehensive or afraid to pursue someone who they deeply desire. Sometimes it can represent someone who felt like they had to walk away from someone that they love. All right, so for some of you, maybe this is your energy. Maybe you decided to walk away from your person because you felt like you had to. I'm seeing this energy of someone who is putting up walls to protect themselves. The Queen of Swords can come off rather intimidating. Okay, this is an energy of someone who they will hear you out, and you can see this energy here. With the Queen of Swords, they're beckoning someone to come forward. She's wanting to hear them out. Gender does not matter here, okay? This is someone who they will hear you out. So I'm seeing communication coming in and listening to that communication. But if they don't feel like someone is coming forward with good intentions, or they feel like they're being lied to, or any of that nonsense, this is someone who has no issue with cutting someone out of their life completely and forever. So for some of you, your person may deeply fear rejection, that you will just cut them out. Okay, so there could be an energy of someone who's waiting a little bit for the dust to settle because they feel something really big happened here between the two of you, something that may have been very painful, and so they may be waiting for the dust to settle a little bit. There could be a little bit of fear to approach you, because we have this very strong, intimidating energy coming through. But ultimately, I am seeing this person wanting to come forward with communication, because in our near future position, we have the Page of Wands. Now, this is someone coming forward with good news. This is very friendly energy. I'm seeing your person maybe even wanting to start off over as friends and grow from there. But this is playful, very kind, sweet, light-hearted energy, sometimes a bit flirtatious. So I'm seeing your person, kind of reaching out to you in a very, friendly sort of way, to kind of test the water to see how you respond to them. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse position, and the Queen of Wands is normally a very outgoing, social butterfly kind of person. So with it being in the reverse position, I am seeing someone who, whose fire has dimmed a little bit. Okay, so someone whose confidence has been squashed a little bit. So someone's actions here or words with the Five of Swords may have really hurt someone's self-esteem, someone's self-confidence here, with this card being in the reverse position. Very, very rarely, I once in a while get the Queen of Wands to come out as the other woman, the third party. Okay, that's just how the cards speak to me sometimes personally. So for those of you who experience some kind of third party act of betrayal, with this card being in the reverse, it can sometimes represent the removal of that third party. So take that how that resonates for your situation. But the strongest energy that I'm getting from this card is some kind of act or someone's words really crushed someone's self-esteem. And I'm seeing an image of a candlelight being blown out. Okay, we have Death in the reverse. Now, death is all about change and transformation. This can represent endings, ushering in new beginnings. We have two cards here representing an ending that has taken place. With this card being in the reverse, it can represent someone who's really struggling with some kind of recent change. And I'm seeing a desire to undo an ending that has taken place. With this card being in the reverse, it can represent a resurrection, so to speak. Now, we have the Five of Swords in the hopes and fears position. So this can represent someone very fearful that something that they said has hurt the other person beyond repair, or something that they did. This card can sometimes represent a bully. So someone who did or said something that crushed another person, and, it can represent someone who maybe acted impulsively. This card can sometimes represent one-upmanship. So someone who kind of acted in the moment, it didn't really think about the consequences of their actions, and it caused the other person to feel defeated and walk away from the situation. And we have this, with it being in the hopes and fears, I'm seeing that your person is very fearful that something that they did, something that they said, may have caused you to feel so defeated, so burnt out, so crushed, that you just decided to walk away. Okay, especially with this Ten of Swords being in the outcome position, your person very afraid that you're done, that you're squashing this, that you're like, okay, you know what, that was just too much for me, I'm moving in a different direction. Okay, let's see. I'm going to further clarify this reading with my own love oracle, my Andromeda Sky Silent Heart love oracle. If you would like one of these for yourself, you can find it in my Etsy store, and I'll have that link down below in the description. Okay, we have I didn't mean what I said. Wow, that energy is coming through so strong here. Fearful that something that they did, something that they said really crushed you, okay? I wish I could give you more. This is someone who's wanting an opportunity, a do-over, where they can give you, the better part of themselves, to act right in the connection, and really give you what you deserve. And then we have obstacles. Your person feeling like something or maybe someone is getting in the way, getting between the two of you. And then we have I'm making changes for the better. Your person wanting to correct any kind of negative behavior. And I'm seeing with this energy here, your person really wanting to hash things out, really wanting to talk about what happened here. And then we have I want a new beginning with you. So this person really hoping for a second chance. Alright, we're going to further clarify this reading with my original love oracle, and you can also find this in my Etsy store. You are always on my mind. So your person thinking about you obsessively, so much so it's keeping them up at night with this Nine of Swords energy. And then we have I check on you from afar. So your person kind of, spying on you a little bit, maybe checking on your social media if they have access to it, or asking people about you. You make me want to be a better person. I'm making changes for the better. This person wants to change themselves, okay? They want to change their behavior, the way they approach things, the way they act in connections, any kind of toxic energy that, they struggle with. I'm seeing that your person is wanting to address that and really change themselves. I feel like I ruined everything. Okay, this person feels that whatever happened here in this connection, it's their fault. They feel like they made a huge mess of things, and they're concerned about whether or not they can clean up the mess now. All right, but I am seeing a friendly message coming in from this person, trying maybe to butter you up, testing the water, see if you will respond. The Queen of Swords does sometimes give me an energy of someone who might block another person, because this can represent someone who cuts people out. So for some of you, your person may reach out to you to see how you respond, or see if you respond at all. Okay. For some of you, this new communication may involve an apology. All right. Okay, group number 3, these are all of the energies that I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe. Consider leaving me a comment down below. I do appreciate that. And I will see you next time.